Hello everyone and welcome to the 20th episode of the Top 5 Weekly. Now, in this series, each week we look at the most popular creations here on Steam, whereas each one of the submissions we discover their features and finally test them out here in the world of Stormworks. Now, if you're enjoying these videos, comment below and let me know what else you'd like to see in my future videos. While there, don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button and click the little bell icon to be notified in my upcoming content as soon as it gets posted. So that all said, let's get straight into it and get started with the first creation of the episode. Now, kicking off with the first creation of this episode, we have the Hypersport. This is done by a content creator called Benji. Now, this is going to be a rear-engined, front-wheel drive sports car as far as I can see. Now, a couple different specs there. Apparently, has two small diesel engines inside this, which is actually quite cool. Seems from what the size I can see of it at least. Along with that is a 4-speed gearbox with a clutch, a fuel tank, and all the normal things we see on actual vehicles or cars themselves. So as always guys, let's go ahead and spawn this in and see how it works in the world of Stormworks. Now, spawning this in, you can see this thing is pretty tiny. Not much going on the outside, obviously being so compact here, but overall pretty nice looking. Got that kind of like retro design to it, which is quite nice. He's even gone and included little lights on the side of the door there, which is pretty cool. So let's go and jump in and see what's going on in here. Now, we're gonna close that door up. What else do we have in here? I'm guessing that's for the other door. Seems to we have some gearboxes and things going on inside here. We have the time, oil temperature, fuel capacity, oil temperature left. We have a gearbox, RPM and speed. We have the starter, the upshift and the downshift. So let's get the starter going. All the lights have gone and turned on. We are going now. Let's get the upshift going. Oh, hello, this is quite stable. So we're in second gear. We have third gear, still going, fourth gear, and fourth gear is max. Things were going pretty fast. It does slide around quite a lot, but that's what he said on the workshop page, is that it's meant to be drifting a bit, and it seems to handle quite well at low speeds in its fourth gear, which is quite nice to see that we obviously don't have to downshift and so on and so forth. But you can see it just pretty much cruises around quite nicely. Lights at the back, lights at the front, all of those went and turned on automatically when we started the engine up. And our gearbox seems to be working perfectly fine. We're in first gear at the moment. Let's get it up into second gear, see if we can get going. Might have to start the engine again. Yes, we do. Okay, cool. Overall, nice little creation. Nothing special, but just overall works really well. Nice little drifting. I'm guessing you guys can have a lot of fun, obviously racing this around. Probably one of the big larger islands like the Donk Island or Mega Island and so on and so forth. Probably not the best to go and work around the Arctic Island, where you have these small little roads where you can just bounce off and die any second. But yeah, overall really nice creation. Let's go ahead and move on to the next one. Now, moving on to the next creation of the episode, we have the FA18 Sea Hornet. This is a US Navy aircraft. It's done by a content creator called Ghost. Most of you guys know his work already on the workshop. Now, this plane itself is going to be featuring quite a few different features. Along with that is, starting off, we have is a UFC keyboard. This is apparently an upfront control keyboard or control panel itself, meant to actually do a couple things from what I can see in his description here on the workshop page. Along with that is a pretty accurate startup system. Also, apparently it's a complete one-to-one design replica to the original. A whole bunch of different things in there. Obviously still fully working here in the world of Stormworks, so interesting to see how this works. Along with that is, as I said, does have a full startup procedure and a UFC selector system, so we will have to actually go through that startup to get it working and see how it works here in the world of Stormworks. Now, spawning this in, you can see this thing looks absolutely amazing. It seems to have all the little gadgets going around it. Along with that, all the paint blocks also. Underneath the wings seems to be where you can add your attachments on the sides. We have the landing gear on there. A whole bunch of different things. I'm guessing this is for refueling. We even have the ill engines inside there, which is absolutely cool. Landing gear at the front with some lights on there. Completely seems like it's fully working. Everything turns, which is absolutely amazing. It's really nice and compact too. It's amazing how he's gone and put all of this into it. Now, let's see if we can get inside, get into the canopy, and I'm guessing just jump into the pilot seat. Now, we seem to have, no, we do only one pilot seat in here at the moment. Along with that, let's see if we can get the canopy closed. There seems to be a whole bunch of controls here going on. Now, on my hot seat, we have roll, pitch, yaw, throttle, canopy toggle, brakes. Arm and release and nose wheel steering. Okay, so let's go and get the brakes. Cool. And let's do the canopy. Great. Along with that is we have a whole bunch of controls here in there. So we have move left and right, throttle idle. We have the canopy toggle, throttle lever, landing gear, a couple different gauges and things. UV selector. We also have UV speed selector. Don't know what that is. I can't actually access it, unfortunately. We have master arm, right engines, instruments, altitude hold, tail hook, and toggle APU. Okay, cool. And the pylon selector is over on that side too. Now, as I said earlier, this does have a full startup procedure, so we're going to go by that and see how we can get it working. So first we have to do is we need to get the APU up. So this is probably in the bottom right of the cockpit. So let's see if we can remember where that is. So we've got to toggle the APU on. So the next thing we need to do is we need to go and crank the right engine and set the right engine to idle. Okay, so there and there. Okay, we'll get that going. Apparently it's meant to take about 30 seconds. There we go, perfect. Once it's done, wait for the thing to take about 30 seconds. Crank the left engines and do the same thing. Okay. Okay, so we got that going also. Then we need to power down the APU. So let's go and get the APU down. Okay, fantastic. Next thing we need to do is check engine status below the weapons control panel right hand side. Wait for the RPMs to match. Okay, there we go. And seems like the right one isn't gone, so let's get that one up again. We need to get the APU back on. Okay, let's get that back on. There we go. That one's back on now. Cool. And let's get the APU off, and then we'll get these to match. Okay, once we've got those to match, the next things we need to do is throttle up, pull back, and take off. Okay, cool. A pretty straightforward once you know what you're doing. It seems like we have both of those more or less fine. We have the throttle lever over there. So let's go and get the throttle lever up. Oh, hello. Wow, okay, and we're up. We're up and away. Nice and easy, just like that. Let's get our landing gear up now. Landing gear folds away. Ooh, really nice. That's nice and compact, really cool. Seems like we're doing quite well. Nice and agile on the banking there. Ooh, and the roll, that's really nice. It seems to be nice and stable too. Just not too soft, not too strong. Just nice there. Okay, along with that is we have the UFC. So we have the altitude. Okay, we have speed select. Don't know what that is. That button is there. Let's go, and so it says here UFC input when selecting pylons, use flat when selecting so let's see if we can do 50, and let's do speed select. Okay, let's try an altitude hold. Okay, what else do we have? Altitude hold. Okay, that seems to be fine. Are we going down? Are we going to start leveling out? There we go. Look at that. Completely leveled out. Absolutely really nice. Really, really cool and stable. What else do we have? Select speed. Okay. Can we hit that? That should be on 50 also. Yeah, it is too. Look at that. But now we're dropping, and yeah, we just landed on there. Okay, that was my bad, but really cool jet, really nice. I love these systems, and obviously you can get even to more detail once you add on pylons and your attachments and so on and so forth. Really cool jet. Let's go ahead and move on to the next one. And moving on to the next creation of the episode we have is going to be the Kawasaki C2. This is done by content creator called Billy. You guys know his work already on Stormworks itself. This is going to be his cargo plane, or large cargo plane itself. With that, a couple different features. Has a mid-air refueling with diesel and jet fuel, altitude hold, speed hold, a crane to get the cargo in, autopilot, and a couple different alarm systems, so on and so forth. Quite an interesting little startup system, which is apparently to be really easy to do. So as always, guys, we'll spawn this in, see what it's all about, and see how it works. So spawning this in, you can see this is a little bit bigger than obviously the jet we just checked out, but overall really cool. Love these paint blocks going everywhere. Landing gear on there also looks pretty awesome. Whole engine, the engine really nice and detailed with all the piping, fans. That's really cool. I'm guessing this is going to be for your air-to-air refueling on the sides there. Thrust, they're really nice, lovely detail over there. We also have a hatch, I'm guessing refueling. Oh yeah, so you can pump out and pump in. That's nice. Nice little landing gear here in the front of the plane. Got some lights on the sides, and we seem to have our another hatch here, I guess, also once again for refueling. Nice how he's put buttons on the inside and outside of that, and then we have the main entrance to there. Then we also have a cargo one at the back, don't we? Doesn't seem like there's any buttons here on the back here, but that's fine. We can control it from the inside. Let's go ahead and get up in it. Once we're inside, we can go and close that door. We'll come back to the cockpit in a couple minutes there. We have a couple parachutes, lovely nice details. Seem to have some controls here for our jet engines on the side, some more polar outfit stuff, some beds and a heater, some more detail going along. We have toilet. That's nice, he's got an included little toilet in there. Going down, some firefighting equipment. We also have cargo bay stuff. Obviously this is the cargo bay. We have some mag oils, some winches, and then we have the actual door itself. Let's see if we can get that door open. I want to see how that works. Cargo bay door. Oh, that's cool. It's got little lights and noises and all that kind of stuff going around, and obviously it's got the rail system along there. Oh, that's really nice, and it's quite a big cargo base here. I'm sure you can fit quite a few things in here. Along with that, he's also got a little crane. That's also quite nice. You can obviously lift cargo in and out. Let's go back into the cockpit and see what's going on here. So we said that we have the systems there. Let's go and pilot seat. What do we have? We have the door. So we have autopilot system, hold speed, altitude, landing gear, fuel pumps, system, engines, thrust, nav lights, emergency battery, heaters, engine systems, okay, and system. Okay, cool. So once again, this has a little bit of a startup procedure, so let's go through it and see how it works. So the first thing we need to do is activate the system. So we got that on. We need to get the fuel pump on. Landing gear is fine. There is a gyro that we also need to get on. See if I can just find that quickly. Activate gyroscope. Cool. Engine 1. Engine 2. Cool. Landing gear we don't want to turn down now. Brakes, fine. We'll leave it like that. Flaps, engine 1, engine 2. Great. Seems like, yeah, that's all on now. That's working perfectly. While we're here, we'll also get the autopilot stuff in so we can test that out. So let's go and do that. Altitude hold, let's put in 100 for now. And speed, we'll do 150. We'll make the same mistake we made with Ghost Jet. Cool. So now I'm guessing we just get the thrust up a bit until we start moving. And probably need to get the brakes off too. I don't know if those are the brakes on or brakes off when doing that. Get both of those up. See if we can start building up our SPS here. And we're going to take off. And just like that, we're up in the air. All perfect, so nice and stable. The first thing we need to do is let's get rid of our landing gear. See, it's retracted and folding away. Oh, that looks absolutely awesome. Let's try out the altitude hold. Yep, that's working fine too. Speed hold. Okay, we should start kicking it up now. And let's... Oh, hello. Overspeed. Oh, okay. Turn the, maybe we went a little bit too fast there. And let's try the autopilot, see how that works. Seems to be just turning, banking just a little bit to the left now. Perfectly fine. And I'm guessing it's going to continue going. Oh, that's awesome. Let's check out what else we have. Spoilers. No, take those off. Nav lights, yeah. Landing lights. Check out. Okay. Really cool, really cool. Let's turn those off. We have the heaters. Nice little heaters. Perfect. Seems like we got everything we need, actually. Flaps are there. Yeah, really, really nice. Really, really nice little creation. Really cool. Super stable. Oh, just really good. I can see just going all around the place with this, and I'm sure it's probably even easier to land, to be fair. But really nice creation. Let's go ahead and move on to the next one. Now, moving on to the next creation of the episode, we have the Atmo Ray. This is done by a content creator called Logs. This is going to be a Beetle Jet airship. Now, it comes with a whole bunch of different features. It's actually absolutely massive from what I can see here on his screenshots. Now, it has 2 escape pods, 2 shuttles, a radar, a full autopilot system, altitude hold. There's 6 missiles, there's 5 bombs, there's all kinds of things in here. So this is going to be a really interesting one. Obviously a lot of things going on, so let's spawn in, see how it works, and see if we can get any of these systems actually going and see how they work. Now, spawning this thing in, you can see it's absolutely massive. Amounts of detail that's gone into this is incredible. There's just things going on everywhere. I honestly don't even know where to start. Escape pod? What did that do? It opened something. Wow. Things going on everywhere. Seem to have the missiles on the sides. I'd really like to test those out at some stage. Seem to have like your jet thrusters there. We have a huge cargo area, which we're going to get into in a couple minutes. Seems like some kind of cockpit up there. It's just things going on everywhere here. This thing's absolutely massive. Be careful, it is a little bit laggy, but of course you will expect that with a creation of this size. But what do we have here? A door. I guess that's to walk out. Okay, so let's get ramp down. Cargo hold door. Let's get those closed. Okay, so you don't have to. You could just climb out here. Very cool. Along with that, what else do we have? We seem to have a floor hatch to get out, I'm guessing. Yeah, that's to get out. It's just another area we can get out there. What else do we have? Storage. Oh, cool. That's really nice. The amount of detail that's in this thing is impressive. We have some more storage. What else is there? Let's go. So we have the escape pod. Okay, seems like we have a warning escape pod launch. Should we try that out? Yeah, why not? Let's try that out. Let's jump into the bed and you can see, okay, so it's gone and escape pod out of there. Okay, that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. I wonder how we get out of here now. Okay, then we just open that door. Oh. There we go. Okay, cool. So 2 little escape pods. Obviously, you shouldn't be using them on the ground like I have, but still really nice. Seems to have like a refueling hose and connector there, which is quite nice. So you can add some vehicles in here if you want to. Crane system. Moving up here, we have, what do we have on the left? We have a door. Goes into, what the heck is that? Seems like a corridor. Okay. What is in here? Toilet and some beds, I'm guessing. We have a fire extinguisher. Oh, that's pretty cool. So you got a little fire extinguisher you can go and carry around. Nice that he's gone and included that. Pretty cool. I presume it's fully working too. It seems though it has a container and a pump on it. Seems like we have... Okay, so we have the main control, I'm guessing, bridge and like crew quarters up here. Wow, this is insane. Some more things on the right, so I'm guessing another corridor that goes into the side. So we'll come back to that in a couple minutes. Let's see what we have in here. Clock with time. Another door and area in there. What else is in there? Another like cabin crew compartments. Seems like it's got a button. I wonder if that actually works. I'm guessing we need electricity in here. Get the light on. Okay, cool. Okay, let's turn that off. What else do we have? We have the main bridge, which we'll come back to in a couple minutes. So let's go check out the rest of the creation. I think along these passageways. So we said we came down here. What do we have in here? Okay, so shower. I'm guessing crew cabins. Yeah, cool. What is this? I'm guessing these are the escape pods. Wow. Okay. Oh, not escape pods. The little like shuttle things. How do these go off? This is very interesting. Engines, main power engines on. I'm trying to figure out where this thing is going to come out from. Got the... How... Where do we go? I get that. Maybe we need those off. Ah, there we go. Look at that. Wow. Okay, so you have pretty much another whole creation inside of this creation. That's awesome. That is really cool. And I'm guessing you could probably just go and dock this back in here. Shall we try? Should be able to just slide it back down. Almost. Let's try again. And let's go back down again. There we go. Look at that. Oh, awesome. Let's turn that off. Let's turn those connectors on. And look at that. We're completely docked again. Oh, absolutely awesome. You can hear the magnet just click there. What else do we have down here? It seems like some more crew cabins and things. Just some more storage, lockers and things. Oh, so cool. The amount of detail on this thing is absolutely massive, guys. And really, really cool. See, we'll go down here. It seems like a... where we were earlier. Yeah, and you go down into... Okay, you go into here. So let's see what's going on here. So, unlock fuel dumping, no. Arm weapons. Ooh. Should we get that on? Okay, what else do we need? No. Heaters, no. Override booster jets, no. Main power, yes. Engine power, yes. Fuel pump in, no. No. No, we don't need any of that on. We seem to have our weapons are good. We got all that going. What else do we have here? Okay, so we have a full radar. Wow. Okay, full radar in there, which is pretty cool to see. We have the water cannon. Okay, interesting. Captain seat, pilot seat. Let's see all the controls here. So we have mute alarms, emergency parachutes, all the missiles at the top there. We have ramp down, cargo bays. Okay. We have altitude, autopilots, foghorn, hull lights, floodlights, navigation lights, winch connector, power up. Let's get that on. Engines on, autopilot, auto hold. Okay, let's get that on. See what happens there. Let's also get a autopilot in, and let's get an altitude of about 80. I think will be fine. Cool. So let's get the altitude on. So it should in theory just take off. Didn't see anything about throttle here for anything. There we go. You can see the jets have just gone ahead and ignited. Our one little escape pod's on the ground there. That's fine. Let's go and see if we can get it up. I might be clipping a bit through this door, so I should be fine. Our altitude holds on. We should be climbing. So yeah, I don't know what I did wrong there. To be fair, maybe I didn't see a throttle. That's the thing. I could be wrong. I didn't read the instructions properly. But nonetheless, it's still pretty cool. Just go check out the missiles. Oh, hello. Oh, that's awesome. That is absolutely awesome. Dunk dunk, wow. Oh, really cool. Obviously we've seen those missiles before, but just see them on the actual creation is absolutely awesome. To see those all on there. 1, 2, 3, boom. Oh. That is really nice. But yeah, I couldn't get it up and actually flying. As I said, I might have done something wrong there. We're not too sure on it. I'm sure you guys will let me know in the comments what has gone wrong and what I've done wrong. But overall, really, really cool creation. Tons of detail has gone into this. So let's go ahead and move on to the next one. And moving on to the last creation of the episode, we have the Nordic Supply dry cargo bay vessel. This is done by a content creator called Grooms. Once again, you guys know his work on the workshop. Now, this is going to be a medium-sized dry cargo vessel, apparently meant to be operating in harsh conditions of the North Sea. Along with that, all the normal things that we usually see. But let's go ahead, spawn in, see how it works and how it actually plays. Now, spawning this in, you will need a mission to spawn this in. He has used a custom build area, so just be wary of that moving forward. But overall, very good FPS, seems though for such a large ship. Let's go ahead and get on it. I love the designs on the sides with all the writing. You guys know me with the paint blocks. Seems like we have the dry cargo areas just over here. Along with that is some ladders and some staircases to go up to the front of the ship. Whole bunch, I'm guessing, the winch systems here in the front. Along with that is, just absolutely looks really cool. Let's go ahead and move along here on the side. We have to see, it seems like the main area here where we have the, obviously the controls up there, the bridge there. Let's go and move around the back. We have some ties. There's some more detailing, which you guys know I love. Seems to be some polar outfit stuff here. Along with that is nothing else. Let's go ahead and get inside. Now, once we're inside, what do we have? Seems like storage. He's labeled most of these, which is great because you know what's going into. Seems like a mess room. Cool. We have, I'm guessing, the engine rooms down here. Okay, so we have the engine. Cool. We have all your different systems that we are going to be turning on. Great. Okay, we have some engine systems there. Along with that is, that's pretty cool. Go down and see the propeller here at the back. That's nice. We also have generator power, fuel pumps, engine prime. Let's get fuel pumps. Oh, that's pretty cool. Okay, so we got that on. It's the generator is going. Obviously, propeller is still stable. That's great. Let's go and move back up now. Without falling. There we go, and close the door. I'll go up to the next level and see what we have up here on the next level. I love this green deck. You guys know me with that. What else do we have? Just some small detailing. Let's go and get into here. We have just another bedroom with some heaters. I'm guessing the same thing on the other side. Yes, seems like it's. And that's where we just came from. Let's go up the stairs again. What do we have? Another staircase that goes up. We have more bedrooms and things in there with heaters on. Great. Let's move up to the next level. It seems like we have the bridge, and we obviously have our side bridge areas or fly bridges on each side, which looks pretty cool. What else do we have? So we have some engine stuff. Alert engine room. Okay, cool. We also have the cargo hold controls, catwalk lighting. Lighting looks cool. Lighting looks really good. Detailing on the side of the ship is also really cool. Really nice here. I love the back. The back also looks pretty cool. Okay, we got that all on. FPS is still pretty good actually. Foghorn. Normal foghorn. We have our throttle. And that's pretty much about it. Pretty basic systems, but great systems at the same time. Everything you need. You can ask, we are sailing away. No issues at all. Really, really nice creation. And how well does it turn? Turns pretty well. Let's go ahead and test out these cargo bay doors here. Let's open it up and let's see what's inside there. So you can see those are now opening up for the dry storage. And you have more than enough room inside there for anything that you might need. And they are sealed, which is great. So you can actually put, I'm sure you could probably put fluid in those, to be fair. I don't see why you wouldn't be able to. Let's go ahead and get those closed, turn that off, and let's increase the weather and see how this guy handles in weather conditions. So we're going to get the wind up, and let's get some rain going too. Seems like it's doing fine. It's such a large ship, I guess obviously you wouldn't have issues, and once you have cargo, it's just going to sit a little bit deeper in the water and be a little more stable. But absolutely beautiful ship, really beautiful. Really impressed by this. All the detailing going along there. It looks very realistic too at the same time. So I think we'll go ahead and end today's video over there. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it and found it somewhat entertaining and informative as always, and we'll see you in the next one.